Arguments can be one of the most damaging things to a relationship. But more damaging than that is when you have the same argument again and again. It happens in so many relationships. And one of the biggest problems with it is once you're in an argument, it might have been about something to start off with. But once you get into it, what it becomes about is winning. Each person wants to win the argument. And winning the argument can mean so many different things. The person who shouts the loudest might be considered the winner. The person who throws the plate at the wall might be considered the winner. The person who brings up the most hurtful thing from the other person's past might be the winner. But in none of these situations does anybody win. Because it's not about getting one over on the other person. But once we're in argument mode, that becomes the goal. That becomes the place in which we are heading. I like to think of it as the tennis match from hell. When the first person serves up with, you always do this. And then it's like, you never listen to me. You're like your mother. You're like your mother. It's the same rally back and forth every single time. And they follow the same patterns. But instead of seeing each time a shot is sent to you as a chance to send back the winning shot, the hurtful shot, the angry shot, the destructive shot that might make it so the other person can't return. What if we just saw that as an opportunity to reconnect? See, at any point in this argument, one or the other person can begin the process of de-escalation. And we can get back to what the argument was over in the first place. A lot of arguments are over nothing. Most of them are over something. But we lose sight of what that something is the second we start to win. So what about instead of when they send, you're just like your mother, you send back, you're just like your mother too. Instead of that, you send back, look, what's this really about? What are you trying to get out of this argument? What did this argument start over in the first place? And can we go back to focusing on that? See, here's the thing. When you say something like that, it doesn't always guarantee you're going to get the perfect result. But it does take the person by surprise. It does take the venom out of their next shot. It's most likely going to lead to something completely different than the usual shot that always comes back. And isn't this what we truly want? Because either the argument's over nothing, and the two of you probably shouldn't be together, or the argument is over something that needs addressing in your relationship to stop this from continuing to happen as you go forward. See each shot not as an attack coming from the other person, but when it comes to your shot, see each shot that you take back as an opportunity to reconnect. In an ideal world, both partners would be doing this. But unfortunately, as the one watching this video, the onus lies on you right now. Just next time you're in a discussion, an argument, anything that gets heated, try to bring it back to what the argument was about in the first place. Take a breath, slow down, control your tone, lead in the argument. Don't just because you've controlled your tone and you slowed down, expect the other person to do likewise straight away. And don't expect them, definitely don't expect them to lead and to calm down if you're continuously sending those fiery shots back. Lead by example. Show what de-escalation looks like. And if in the situation the person does send another fiery shot back, try again. Try again. Try again. because by the repetition of these new ways of approaching things, eventually that's how you get out of a situation where these arguments happen in the first place. Sometimes, by the way, it is also best to actually speak up first before the frustration builds, because it is so much easier to deal with these things before we get into that frustrated thing in the first place. And if you want to see a cool video where I talk about a time that I didn't do this and maybe should have, then that's the video that's on screen right now, and I will see you in the next one.